Hello and welcome to another video where I talk about art that I did a few months ago. This one also I did in January 2025 and we're in June right now, June 2025. And I'm also coming to you very raw and uncut. Got my hair down, look all crazy. And I just got finished with a 1 mile run. So yeah, it's a bit stinky in here as well, like a lot of sweat and stink. And you're like, oh my God, this guy is definitely doesn't care about views, not trying to impress anybody just to get the views on YouTube and things like that. What I'm trying to do is hopefully give you some understanding of, art and all that. At least my understanding of art, imparting some of my who I am to you. Okay, let's get to what the heck I'm doing here. So this painting is called Neon. And the reason why I called it Neon is because the shirt that my wife was wearing during this picture that I took was super neon pink, they call it. And what I did on the side of the painting is I was testing out a bunch of different reds that I have, like different red colors like alizarin crimson, quinacridone, magenta, and I think cadmium red. I ended up going with cadmium red. I wanted to find a red that was like just extremely super bright, okay, mixed with a little bit of white, right? What red could I keep super intensity with and make it look that pink, or at least close to it as possible, because neon colors like the neon green, the neon yellow, these kind of things, we can't reach that with oil paint, okay? It's just not possible. It's like trying to paint the sun. It's too bright. Even titanium white won't get to it. There's limitations to your palette, your oil paints producing life. There's always going to be limitations. We'll get close, but we won't get exactly on, okay? So that was the first thing I was doing. The other thing that I'm doing this painting is a bit crazy. Number one, the picture of this that was taken here was of an iPhone where you set it to like 0.5 or 1. No, actually 0.5, where you get like this crazy, like 16 millimeter fisheye lens kind of look. So her head was super small and everything else was super large because her hands were out on the table looking at her phone, okay? And there was this glass like close to the camera. So these things were super large, okay? And everything else was pushed back. So not only am I trying to reach like super neon colors, but I also had this other idea. And you could see how I'm just layering on this paint. And I'm building this hand, this super thick and crazy hand, okay? And that's intentional. What am I trying to do? No, not that one. This one. This is Sarah Xen, Carazhin. I'm not sure of their first name, but that's the last name. Sarazhin, Sarah Xen. Probably not pronouncing that well at all, but I love their work. Just gorgeous. This is a close-up of one of the hands. Look how thick and juicy and amazing and structural. This hand is built out of stone. It has a heaviness to it and an amazingness to it. Look at the intensity of these colors as well. I just love the way they build up this paint. I'm going to flip through some more of their work. It's all absolutely gorgeous. It's all absolutely amazing. It's all figurative. Why wouldn't I love it? Okay. And I believe this is some of their latest, or not latest work, or older work. They're doing Sarah Xen is doing some amazing things now. But look at those hands. Oh my goodness. I just love the hands. Fantastic. And I'm thinking, okay, I see kind of what they're doing here. Very structural approach, deep understanding of form, okay? The fingers are not these kind of sausagey kind of things that we usually do, like I usually paint. I mean, compared to this, all of my fingers that I paint look like sausages, right? These are super structural. There's a definite top, a definite side, a definite bottom, a definite front. The drawing is absolutely fantastic. It's pushed a little bit, I would say. I would say it's a bit, the drawing's a bit beyond real life. You know, fingers don't really look that way, but I love the way that this looks. The structural aspect of it is reinforced by the thick paint that's put down. Definitely. There's a deep understanding of value, a deep understanding of color relationships and coolness to warmness. And it's fantastic how Sarah Xen goes up to the edge. Like, and there's all these kind of, it's not outlines that they've done. It is the paint going up to the dark side of it and stopping there. So super control over the brushwork in those hands. I just want to focus on the hands. This one's a bit different, but just absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the Draftsman that has all the books. Oh my goodness. You guys should know. I mean, after saying that, you should definitely know what I'm talking about. No, of course you don't know what I'm talking about because I need to describe it more. But there's an artist that did a book of 100 hands, figurative artist. There's got to be someone that's listening to me right now that goes, oh, this guy. Can't remember. But anyway, very structural. Actually, that was a close-up of this hand that we saw before, and other hands, just absolutely gorgeous. Even the composition, all of the figure, fantastic. Okay, this was what I was trying to reproduce, okay? Good luck, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, this started over. It always starts over. So I'm thinking, let me try that with this one hand, okay? Let me try to do what this person has done masterfully. Good luck, right? It's not going to happen because they've probably worked on that way of painting for decades, okay? For years and years. And I think I can reproduce this in just one painting. No, that's not going to happen. But it was a lot of fun looking at the way that Sarah Xen applied paint and then saying, you know what? I'm going to mix up these huge piles of paint. And I'm just going to lay it on, just like, not even with a palette knife, but with a brush, right? Like they did, like Sarah Xen did. And super, super thick. And it was a lot of fun just getting used to just putting a crap ton of paint down. Like every single stroke I would put down, and then I would say, there's not enough paint on the brush. I need to mix up more of that. Mix it up, put it down, mix it up, put it down. Just a tremendous amount of paint. I would love to see how they work. Now, is this making a beautiful painting? No, it's not. And this is different because on multiple videos for you, I have showed paintings that have failed. Okay, paintings that I just didn't like. Maybe they're just not working out or whatever, and I stop working on them and I move on to something else. This painting didn't fail in that aspect. I finished this painting, and you'll see here, let me fast forward this a bit and get through it. Look at piling on that paint. Oh, it's actually a different day. Like I got this far in one day, maybe it's later in the day when I'm working on the next one, so it'll transition over into like a different light. Here we go, right there. Now, this painting didn't fail in the same aspect. I tried something. I wanted to make this hand that was really close to the camera and this kind of, what do you call it? Like fisheye lens kind of thing, you know, have that kind of perspective to it, a bit extreme. But I also wanted this hand to feel like it was made out of stone. Like it weighed 200 pounds and she couldn't pull it off the table. That's what I wanted to achieve. Like that much paint would weigh that much. And then everything else I wanted to be light, less paint, and pushed back. And not only that, neon. Like there's too much going on in this painting. Why are you trying to do all this stuff, Chris? In one painting, why are you trying to do all this stuff? Because it's fun. I was thinking it was going to be fun, and it was. It was definitely fun. It was fun letting go of this idea of I need to impress someone. I need to make a painting that looks good that's going to sell, right? I even, after this painting was done, I went ahead and I made a panel for it, and it's hanging up. You know, I spent the time to print out like a label for the back of it, put it, you know, frame it in a panel I made myself and everything, because it was important as it was. But its importance was not derived from whether or not it can make me some money, or whether or not I would show it to someone and they would go, wow, this is awesome. I actually showed this to Greg Manches and the whole group. We were in a mentorship as far as within the Smarter Art Schools. Check out that website, Smarter Art School with Greg Manches, and a bunch of other wonderful teachers. So I showed this painting, and, you know, totally proud of it. Well, maybe not proud of it, but happy with, you know, where it went. Okay. And the reviews on it, you know, the critical review from this world-class illustrator that, you know, is amazing and I look up to, was kind of like, yeah, I don't know what you're doing in this painting. It's a painting. There you go, Chris. Yep. Let's move on. That was pretty much the review of it. And I was like, cool, you know, that's fine. That's totally fine. We don't have to paint for the wide audience. We don't have to paint for anything beyond our easel. We don't have to make good paintings. We don't have to make paintings that sell. We don't have to make paintings that we can show to people. We don't have to make paintings that do anything, right? We don't even have to make paintings that we enjoy, okay? You don't even have to do that. I mean, it's up to you how you want to paint, how you want to feel about it, how it comes out, all this kind of stuff, okay? And I'm not even going to say that you have to paint, right? I mean, for me, I have to paint. But I love this painting for that. Maybe it's ugly as expletive, right? But it was a lot of fun to paint. And it's a wonderful reminder to me that it doesn't have to follow this script of beauty, of normalcy, of interesting, sellable, marketable, marvel, right? It doesn't have to have that basis to it. It doesn't have to have that purpose to it. It could just be like, I'm trying some cool stuff, some cool stuff, right? And if it turns out good, whatever that means, or bad, whatever that means, I don't care, because I'm just trying something and having fun. So when you're thinking about a painting, or when you're working on a painting, maybe you're just starting out, right? Maybe this is one of the first paintings you've ever done in oil. Like, remove all of that weight that is on you. That's like, oh, I'm being just like destroyed by this weight of just, it has to be all of this thing. It has to be sellable. Someone has to like it, right? I'm getting lower in my seat and you can't hear me because all of the external is keeping me from working. It doesn't need to be all that. It can be just fun. It can be a fun thing that you do to try out, and then it goes in the garbage right away, and no one has to see it. That could be painting. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully if you're feeling like you have a little bit of imposter syndrome, let go. No one has to see it. Just paint. Go out there and draw. Have fun. Throw it in the garbage afterwards. Only you know about it, and that's really special. Have a good time. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.